BPMA trade association that's been around for 76 years is currently at its highest ever membership. We're doing extremely well, and we're looking in the following few weeks to get a few more members in, so fingers crossed it'll keep growing like that. And as part of running a small business, we're not for profit, but we do have reserves, and those reserves that we have do enable us as a trade association to carry out certain projects and tasks for our members as and when we need to. At this moment in time, we're running a small team, but we are looking for a new technical officer, and we will be putting that application out in the coming weeks. If you look at market uncertainty, and what I mean by market uncertainty is what is happening with the oil price and what is happening with the pound. Is it going up and down? And a lot of our members will tell us frequently that they're frustrated that a lot of the projects that they are applying for are either being delayed or being cancelled, and through no fault of their own, which obviously affects their business. A lot of those that I've just mentioned we can do very little about, and what we try and do with our members is ensure that they've got the tools that they need to sell their products to customers in the UK or outside of the UK, and that's really as much as we can do. We offer a fleet of training, both e-learning and lecture to student, so we're trying to give the members as much as we possibly can, but the commercial aspects of, you know, is a project going to go ahead or is it not, unfortunately we've got very little to do with that. So membership and training allows us to continue as a trade association, but one of the other areas is our buy with confidence from BPMA members. And what I mean by that is we are trying to ensure that our members place their products on the market correctly. They're conforming with health and safety issues. They're conforming with all the legislation and the standards. Now, as part of being global organisations or SMEs, they should be doing that, but what we are doing is we have a code of conduct which they all sign up to, and what we're trying to ensure through certain criteria that the products that are placed on the market are in accordance with that code of conduct. In the coming months, we're hoping to take it to another level where the members will have to actually tick a checklist and give proof to us that they're ISO 9000, give us a copy of their declaration of conformity, etc., etc. And by doing so, they will get an approval, and they will be an approved member or a certified member. We haven't decided yet, but that's what we're looking to do with the Buy with Confidence, to take it to the next level, to ensure that when a customer, be it in building and service, be it in petrochemical, water, they know that if they do buy from a BPM member, they're buying something that is meeting all the UK and European regulations.
Excellent.
Very, very difficult, and when we chose as the UK to leave the European Union, we formed a very small core team, generally of managing directors within the industry, to come up with a strategy, to come up with our own position as an industry. And not surprisingly, we are one of many members that have come up with position papers. When we sent it in to the MPs and civil servants, we got a response back to say, you're saying what a lot of other organisations are saying, have you heard of EURIS? And at that point we hadn't heard of EURIS. And EURIS was formed probably about August, September last year, and it's a mixture of mechanical and electrical trade associations. We are now members, and I'm part of the standing committee. So it's a case of where do we go from here? How do we advise the UK government on the concerns and issues as an industry that we've all got? And not surprisingly, if you look at the points that we all tend to have raised in our position paper, they're the same thing. We want to be as close as possible to the Customs Union. We want to ensure that the employees that we currently have from the European Union are not affected afterwards. Otherwise we're going to end up with a skills crisis. And we want to ensure that we don't end up as a dumping ground for the rest of the world. And what I mean by that is that we don't get cheap imports. We've got to maintain some form of regulation and standardisation within the UK. So it's very important. Unfortunately, and you see it yourselves on the daily news, it changes day to day. So we're in a moving target, but hopefully by March next year we will get there, and hopefully the government will listen to what we're trying to say.